Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. I think we're live. Should be. Saturday evening here in Phuket. This is going to be a shout out to a bunch of other channels that I discovered today, thanks to a live stream that David Banner was doing. So I'm going to just mention those channels, have a look at them, and there's a list in the description of the channels we're going to look at. Some of them have been around a while, some of them have got just a couple of videos, but this is all about getting out of that fear trap, the trap of shame and fear that people try to put you in. Hi Zoo Scott, good to see you, man. Chilster Deluxe, Inrem, hello. Yeah, Inrem did some observations of the moon the other day. Check those out. Some good questions remain unanswered there. Yeah, you know that. I mean, we know this from school, from our early years, from just community in general. Yeah, society in general. We're kept in a low vibration, right? Shame, guilt, and fear are the main drivers. Yeah. I mean, that can be inflicted on us by our parents just because that's what was done to them. And that can be a bit kind of unconscious a lot of the time. You know, you have to remember, don't you, that a lot of the time people do things, and we even do things ourselves without being actually conscious of what we're doing. Having that conscious awareness is what this is all about, isn't it? Why we do things, why we behave in certain ways, why we think things, why we like or dislike certain things. Hello, the Bristolian. All right, Leon. Good to see you, man. So yeah, this is it. You know, these tactics of shame and guilt put us on a really low vibrational level, yeah? And that's, of course, you know, you're out of that by now if you're on that truth-seeking journey. But, you know, and really it doesn't affect you when people like the anti-flat earthers try to shame you and try to put fear into you and treat it as a contest. It's a, you know, like it's a battle of egos, like there's a winner and a loser. But that's not what this is about, is it? It's not about winning debates. It's not about beating someone over the head with something until they feebly agree with you. This is all about handing over the keys, saying, there you go. You could be free if you want to. You can be free of the fear. That's what stops us looking into all this. You know, this culture of you know what we've been raised in. But that's the funny thing, isn't it? You know, the anti-flat earthers try and use that against you, and it doesn't work. You know, they're out there trying to win back people into the fold, as it were. I'm Old Rider, hello there. David Banner, evening. You've been up a while. You've inspired me, David. David's latest stream just is what I thought. Okay, let's get out there and give a shout out to a whole bunch of other people that are just worthy of a mention, really, because what's really important here is to just contribute. It is a numbers game, yeah. Contribute in any way by you know, whether it's joining discussions, just putting content out there. This is the thing. We know that you know, flat earth content is suppressed, but one thing to keep in mind is that the previous CEO of YouTube, she was named, her name was or is Susan Wojcicki. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but she's the one that ordered tighter policies and kind of lumped in flat Earth with conspiracy theories, and yeah, she kind of towed the party line, as it were. But she left in 2023, and so there's a new CEO there now called Neal Mohan, Nealmohn. I just watched a brief interview with him, and he seems open-minded. Obviously, as CEO, has got to listen to what the punters want. And this interview I was watching, just, there were some good questions in there, and this guy seemed to be open to reviewing policies, yeah? And of course, with these people, it's a numbers game, so you have to, we're using this platform, let's use the tools and things it gives us to help spread the message, get it out there, form more of a cohesive alliance, as it were, and of diversity. But if you use the tools that YouTube recommends, then, well, you're helping yourself and you're helping YouTube, and yeah, we're using the platform, so make it work for us, yeah. And if you do what it wants, you kind of get what you want, and that is to get the word out there, right? In Rem, we give Globies the key, they just use it downside up. Yeah. All right. Good to see everyone in here, man. That's great. It's great. So this is what it's all about. So I was really buzzed today after seeing all these channels. So maybe I thought, first of all, it'd be good to kind of, a good segue would be this map of consciousness that I also found today. And we start at the bottom where we got those three things in red: apathy, guilt, and shame, under this column of name on the left of the name of the level. Yeah. And then on the next column along is the energetic frequencies. So it's going from a low frequency of 20 up to a high frequency of 700 or 1,000. Now, I don't think this has any kind of scientific or numerical bearing, or it's just been done numerically like that by this guy. The map of consciousness is based on logarithmic, a scale that spans from 0 to 1,000. That's all. And then the next column along, third column, is associated emotional state. And then the fourth column is the view of life. So, when we're trapped and kind of suppressed in this frequency of shame and guilt that surrounds us all the time, it's in the media, it's everywhere. Newspaper headlines are often about making people feel guilty or look guilty or pushing shame on people for whatever reason, yeah? These are really low frequency energies, right? Ranging here from 30 to 50, and so shame is this the emotional state. The associated emotional state is humiliation, and of course that's what you see. You see these tactics of people trying to humiliate you for doing what? For questioning what reality is when no one has answers, whether it's religion, science, whatever. Yeah, that's about it, right? Religion or science, yeah? Who of these authorities has the actual answers? They don't, but they're very good at making you feel guilty and shameful. Yeah? Lowry, hello. Thank you, good one. Sue Scott, Emerald Rider, bring them back to the first principles. We fight evil principles, old bloodlines. Nicely said, man. Jaggad, one. Hi, bro, from Subtle Infinity. Hello there. All right. Nice one. Okay. All right, let's carry on. This is good. I like this. Okay. So, guilt, shame, very, so guilt. The feeling is, of course, shame that you feel with that, and this view of life is an evil one. The evil operates on this, doesn't it? Guilt, Yeah, you're always made to feel guilty. And we've all got stuff we feel guilty about, and it's not just because people told us that we should feel guilty, but it is a human trait that we obviously pick up on. Yeah, but usually it's related to what's morally correct. And what is morally correct? Is it morally correct to go against consensus? Well, a lot of people will say it isn't, because it makes them feel uncomfortable. So, you know, you get into this realm of, you start making other people feel uncomfortable by asking questions like, are you a man or a woman? That's how mad it's got these days. You can't even ask people that. How should I address you, ma'am? Don't misgender me. Well, the earth has been misshaped. Yeah, we've been told it's something that it's not. It's the earth doesn't identify as a globe. Only globies identify the earth as a globe. And then, you know, you get apathy, which is, you know, again, this is what you can get if all these people are coming at you saying, oh, what you're doing is worthless, you'll never win, you'll never convince me, blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, apathy takes over. And that, of course, is it gives you a feeling of despair and hopelessness as well, to suppress any hope you had. Yeah, all of these, if people are trying to make you feel this way, or if you feel this way, then question why are you feeling that way? What have you done? And just because you might have upset some other people, not by being nasty or evil yourself, but if you're being made to feel that way for just speaking your mind without intentionally trying to hurt someone else, then, you know, that's something you've got to get out of. Yeah. All right, then we go up a bit, but this is interesting as well, because these are all forms of suffering, right? And for me, what's become really fundamental to kind of try and remember every day, is that, you know, we're here. It's the Buddhist thing, the Four Noble Truths, and the first one being that we're here to suffer. And if you wanted to kind of wonder what we're all doing here, well, everything suffers. We all suffer in these varying degrees, right? So maybe that's the point. Maybe it's the school of hard knocks. Maybe that's what we're all here doing, experiencing suffering that maybe you couldn't experience in another non-physical realm or metaphysical realm. I don't know. But maybe the suffering is the mind as well, isn't it? It's not just physical pain, but it's the mind. So, and the mind, consciousness and the mind are not necessarily the same, but of course they're intrinsically related, right? But you can evolve the consciousness and not be polluted by the mind, or the ego, the way the ego controls the mind, I suppose. Be more conscious and mindful of the mind. Yeah. So grief and regret. Or grief is the name of the level, which is all, of course, going to happen, and of course you're going to regret some of the things that you did or didn't say to someone if you are grieving, or the things you did or didn't do. Okay. And so then you have a tragic view of life, and of course that's bizarre. I'm getting a phone call. I can't hang on a second. Hello. Don't someone calling from the UK. Don't want to spend sorry about that. Right. Where were we? Yeah, fear, desire, okay, and the desire is also, it's still there. It's still a form of suffering, right? We want something, even if we want peace, or we want everyone to just get along, or we want, or there's that desire to, you want people to see the truth when you try and explain it to them. But that desire can create disappointment, I suppose. That's what it's telling us there. Because yeah, you've got something to share, you've got this desire to share something with people, and some of them don't want to hear it. Yeah. So when they don't want to hear it, you can get angry. And of course, the emotional state with that is hate. So if you're feeling angry, then you're feeling hateful, which is probably not a good thing. And that's self-destructive too, right? So yeah, if someone's hating on you for your views, well, don't go down to that low vibration. Yeah, they're just being self-destructive. There's no time for it, really. Pride is up there or down there. It's kind of in the middle. So yeah, nothing wrong with feeling a bit of pride for achieving something. So it's a positive thing, right? But of course, too much of it is a bad thing. Yeah. But then, by getting past these lower levels of shame, guilt, apathy, desire, anger, and then you start to get some more courage. And so you've got this more affirmational state, yeah? You've seen and heard all the crap they can throw at you. You know it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't stick. You know it's low frequency based. So you have the courage to stand there and take it. It doesn't matter, yeah? So you've now gone beyond the hope. You've got, okay, things are feasible. You can see, yeah? And of course, despite what a lot of people would have you believe, a lot of progress has been made all across the board. No matter what's happening now, it's all good. Because now, finally, after many, many years, well, people are still doing experiments, and more people that have refused to do experiments or have never done them are now doing them. So great, on all sides, because it's being talked about, actions being taken, and that's all good. That's all good as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So, as more and more people come into this topic, what are they going to be confronted with? They're going to be confronted with people trying to cast shame and guilt from the Flatearth community. Or is it going to be more about courage, affirmation? Yeah, without the anger, without the pride. So we're coming up, yeah? And then, it's getting to a much nicer, that green level of neutrality, trust, satisfaction, and feeling, the emotion is a feeling of trust. And the view of life is satisfactory, because then you have a trust. You have a trust in, by this point, you've let go and you're trusting in the universe more. You're trusting in the whatever path or life plan the universe has for you rather than your own plan. Yeah, that's a wonderful thing as well, to start enjoying the challenges that come about on a daily basis that the universe is giving you. Yeah. It's all because you look back, whether it's a week or a year or 10 years down the line, you look back at certain situations and you think, what was I worried about? Or you could be more accepting, which is up here as well. We've got willingness, which gives you optimism and hope, and then acceptance. And then you're allowed to forgive, which is a really, really challenging one to do, isn't it? Forgive your parents, forgive your teachers, forgive those that hurt you, forgive your siblings, forgive your wife or your husband, yeah. And then forgive yourself. There's a lot of forgiving that's got to go on to get there. And then, you know, when it gets even higher up to this blue area, we've now got the name of the level for reason is 400. And then we have this understanding, and the view of life is meaningful. So, you know, you have an understanding, I suppose, that all sorts of shit is going to be going on between other people all around you, this, that, and the other. And there's an understanding that there are good and evil things happening in the world. And again, I suppose in tandem with that, there is that acceptance of it. Yeah. So I suppose a part of my journey has been growing to accept that people are going to have different views. Hit a strong bit there. You know, a lot of things aren't going to change. Maybe I was actually talking to you, David, if you're still in the chat, about this today, right? Maybe this is the whole idea of the realm that we're in. It's never going to change. There's always going to be this coming and going, in and out of life, and a struggle, suffering, yeah. But then, okay, you get up there to love and joy, which gives you serenity and makes your view of life more complete. And that's, you know, it's not something you can force. It only can happen when you've really gone up those levels, right? When you've really elevated your ego and or de-elevated the ego, left it behind, elevated the soul and the mental state, yeah. And then you're going to get a lot more peace. So, you know, because joy is an extreme emotion, just like sadness is, right? So you can still go beyond that to what would appear it's a higher level, but it's less intense, shall we say. So it's one of peace and bliss and perfection, even when all the shit's hitting the fan, yeah. And of course, if you're at that point where you're not worried about trying to prove yourself right or wrong, or whether someone else is right or wrong, or what's best or what isn't, what should be, what shouldn't be, then okay, you're at peace, right? And then enlightenment is at the top with 700 to 1,000 energetic frequencies, and the emotional state is ineffable, and the view of life is that it is what it is, yeah. Right, I'll come back to the chat now. Let's have a look. Larry is getting chippy out here in FE land. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I mean, a lot of this is what's the word? A lot of it's esoteric. A lot of it's philosophical. That was the word I was looking for. Philosophical. Yeah, of course, we're arguing about science, but there's also an understanding that there's a limit to what we can understand or know, based on our limited knowledge. And great, science has made lots of advancements, and there's probably a lot going on behind closed doors that would be talked about but never really accepted. I mean, the scientific community have already kind of destroyed many of the conventional laws and things that have been put down, but they still don't necessarily make it a mainstream thing, change the entire narrative. Hi Nathan Oakley. This is all about just shouting out to all the good guys out there, really, and maybe some tips on building awareness. So if anyone's got them, put them in there. So I'm gonna angle of elevation. Hello, the Bristolian. All right, okay. Now what's that? Graham 9. Fit like Nick and folks. Special shout out to the Banner. Oh yeah, happy birthday, David Banner. Yeah. Okay. You have no. Sorry, Nathan. Yeah, I'm rambling. Yeah, it's been a long day. But we're going to just get round to just having a look at a few channels, just some various channels here. So let's try and roll on over to that. Yeah, let's see if I've got this worked out. Yes, I have. Okay, let's get rid of the where is it, that one? All right. So I'll just go through these, give them all a shout out, yeah? And you can find their links to their channels in the description box. But David Banner there is doing some regular lives, a lot of those. The Flatearth Lounge, so tune into that. And again, that's, as I said, you know, that's where I got the inspiration to just shout out all these other new channels I discovered today from tuning into Mr. Banner's stream. You won't like him when he's angry. Yeah. All right. Next up, 24/7 Flat Earth Discord live stream. They're still going strong, having lots of interesting conversations there online. Okay, so check them out. Yeah. They just keep on broadcasting whatever they're discussing on YouTube, and they try very hard to keep it FE related. So yeah, this is what's great about this. There's so many people out there contributing just ideas and theories and what have you, so fantastic. Yeah. All right then. Okay, next one up is Space Audits. All right, doing a lovely jubbly job. Space Audits. So they've got the Aether Roundtable. Okay, Aether Cosmology. Some very smart people. We've got Flat Earth Fridays over here, always on there, and you know, you get some globies in there trying to try. Alrighty, Marlene Brown. Marlene Brown was in David Banner's chat. So Marlene, you know, do more videos. Yeah. These are the only two that Marlene's got up there. Okay, but this is it. You know, just Marlene's out there noticing things normies do. Yeah, but you know, just it's fine. Upload those shorts, just little clips and stuff. It all helps, and you know, put the keywords in, use the description to your advantage, read up what YouTube tells you to do to get your videos out there, and follow their advice, because you know, it all helps. Yeah, and even if it's like, okay, you're observing some people putting on a mask in a car, then okay, it's attached to this whole thing about the truth, isn't it? Yeah. So these things are all connected. You know, build the web that leads people there. And Sun and Moon Family United. All right. So I haven't had a look at too many of those the videos here, but there's some stuff about the pyramids, some focus there. The Giza pyramids were a working system, just add water. So there's some interesting stuff there if you want to look into the ancient architecture. All right. Let's just see if that's still showing up. All right. Little Wing 6 was 9. Some kind of, I think, some showing of other people's videos here, but also some stuff about clouds, sky watching. All right. So yeah, little, as far as I can work out for now, the little I've seen, Little Wing 6 was 9 is a bit of a sky watcher. Okay. Happy Joy. This is an Aussie chap who's obviously been in hospital recently, so it's good to see some nice kind words to this gent from a lot of the other guys I've been mentioning so far. So this is nice, you know. It's yeah, it can all help. This is the thing, it all helps, doesn't it? When you just reach out to someone, say hi, and yeah, it's encouraging, right? So yeah, I went ahead and subscribed to all these guys today, and I do intend to watch as many of their videos as I can. Dr. E. Veals. I love this one, very tongue-in-cheek there. Okay, so I think there's some more sky watching going on there with Dr. Evils. What did I write about Dr. Evils? Hang on a second. Sky Watcher, yes, Dr. Evils is a Sky Watcher. Okay, and just doing some stuff in the countryside. Yeah, feeding chickens and stuff. So this is great. You know, a lot of you guys out there are leading these kind of alternative lifestyles. Yeah, and it's great because you can just pick up these little tricks of the trade and things. All right, and hidden numismatist. Love this one. Okay, so a gold and bullion, gold, silver collector aficionado. All right, so if you're into that, then hidden numismatist is a good one to go and check out there. All right, so who's next? Astral Soul. I've had some great fun watching this guy's last couple of videos. He's out there somewhere in sunny Europe. I think he's picking olives at the moment, but he's out there off the grid living. And his latest video, he was having a bath, a hot bath out in the countryside, watching goats and the sunset, and a doobie in hand, living it. So shout out to Astral Soul there. Inspirational for sure. Brian A. Metz. Okay, his channel is, what is it? Magnificent. He's got magnificent country views in Flatearth, which is rather apt and appropriate, near the Mission Mountains in Montana in the US. So, and it's always great to see such scenery because, you know, it's like vast and just massive, and it's awe-inspiring. Yeah, this place is big, and Montana is a big, spacious space. So if you like those kinds of views, go and check out that. All right, that channel. Yeah. Flat Fact. Okay, some different stuff going on here, and lots of focus on gods and monsters there. The time apocalypse. All right, and I just feel bad that I haven't been subscribed to any of you guys before. All these guys I'm mentioning here are new to me. So apologies, just haven't been out there sharing the love myself, but it's fantastic, like I said, for the people putting together these discussions and live shows so that people can get in touch with each other and share information. So A Snowman has videos about a secret fairy village. I think he's in Scotland. There he is. So you can go and see who he is there, and I figure because he's got a Scottish accent, and he's filming the World Pipe Band Championships, presumably in Scotland. All right, so there's A Snowman. Go check him out. Forever Love 774, another Sky Watcher in our midst. I subscribe to you today. Ian. Just Ian has got some showing some flat Earth support there, and just basically sharing his, I presume, flat Earth journey. Yeah. So this is what's great, isn't it? You know, when people share what led them here, and it's not just because someone said this or someone said that. Of course, that can spark things off, but you know, then you start having your own thoughts and ideas, and you start researching, and you connect with people that are on the same tangent. Yeah. Then we've got Jack's Dreaming, another one I discovered today. So we've got some vids about the reset. I think there's some drum and bass going on in some of these videos. Special focus on the sky and the moon. So if you're into that, then go visit Jack's Dreaming. Schlominger. I love that. Whether it's German or a bastardization of English, I don't know, but it's a great one. Yeah. So another Sky Watcher here, nature lover, I think based in Germany. Music says here, music, information, and some other German words I can't understand, I think. Forgive me if I've got the wrong language. Roger Ledwell. All right. Some live streams going on. So some commentary, some discussions there. I'm sub to you now, Roger. Look forward to hearing and seeing what you discuss in the future. And Lev Kung Fu, Shaolin. Now, I'm sure I subscribed to you before, Lev Kung Fu, but for some reason when I looked today, I wasn't. So you've actually been a long time supporter and showing up in the chats here in these on Phuket Word, and I'm embarrassed that I wasn't subscribed to you, but I love your content. There's a whole new outlook here on vibrations, frequencies, the yin yang thing. A lot of focus on the yin yang actually. So and how, you know, and so Lev Kung Fu is a flat earth researcher. 155 videos. So yeah, fantastic. Let's go back to that. All right, man. Nice one, Emerald. Your sub to all these. Nice one. Yeah. Okay. All right, brilliant. Yeah, maybe I'm the slow one. Maybe I'm the one who's way behind the curve, as it were. Graham 9, you got suckered. Nick got suckered in with the Shed crew. No, you're not late. You're never late. You're only when you arrive when you're supposed to. Miss Stephen, Caro, welcome. Come on in. Yeah. Okay, and sorry if I've missed anyone, but I just grabbed, you know, I was kind of furiously clicking away at the people that were appearing in David Banner's chat today. And it was great. It's really good. So this is what we need more of, because there's, yeah, you know, there's better vibrational states to be had. And you just look around, there's, you know, what doesn't, you know, there's people trying to drag you down into this stuff that we should be way beyond egos, beyond pride, you know, beyond all that, beyond fear, courage, affirmation. What else do we have there? Neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good name, Nathan Oakley. What, Lev Kung Fu. Been around for a long time, but yeah, needs more subs. Needs more views. And yeah, so again, you know, with YouTube, you know, take advantage of the tools. Yeah. Play the game. Yeah. Yes, man. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, and this is what it's always been about for me. You know, wanted to share the experience and share the fascination, share the wonder, looking at the world with a fresh new set of eyes and an open mind. And yeah, of course, you get people instantly on your case, trying to shame you. And there is an element of fear, yeah. We've all been through that, but isn't it one? You know, you go past it, you get through it. So yeah. Apart from that, making some other videos about the futility of trying to find curvature with a camera. And an idea, I got this idea, and the Bristolian Leon is helping me work this out, but we kind of like a modern day Bedford levels experiment would be something it would be nice to plan and maybe one day do. I was looking into these electronic kits that you can get. They're very, you know, do you remember those electronic kits you could get when, I mean, years ago anyway, that had heat sensors or distance sensors, and you could tell your plant when your plant needed watering or whatever, various things, and it would make a little sound or whatever. Well, these modern versions of these things are really compact and they're really easy to just plug in. You don't need to solder anything, and so you can get these kits, which is I suppose a mini kind of circuit board, just a few inches across, and then you can add these modules to it, and for example accelerometers and gyroscopic things and distance sensors. So these could be strapped to a drone, and these particular units have a built-in Wi-Fi transponder, so it can send the information to your mobile phone. So you could have a boat, a drone on the Bedford levels. You could be going down there. It's about 6 or 8 miles. I can't remember exactly how long, and there should be a certain amount of drop, which you should be able to measure if you establish what level really is, and you use these sensors. Also, people make excuses about using drones to do curvature measurements, but no, not really. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, yes, it would. There are little bits and things, but really, to fly down along a canal with a boat and a drone that's telling you how high if it's staying level or if it's curving, how high it is above the water. Yeah, these are cheap experiments compared to the ridiculousness of going and pointing at the sun in bloody Antarctica. Having to buy all that gear to go down there and survive the frigid desert. Yeah, why not actually just do? It's the same, isn't it? And that's the thing. All these globe things involve ridiculousness, ridiculous expenses, leaving the atmosphere to look back, or going to Antarctica to look at the sun. Yeah, but no, we can do this. Keep it down to earth. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll put a video together about that, and maybe you can add some ideas about how we could make this happen. Get a method of measurement going. If the globers are saying level is curved and whatever you do, level always follows this perpendicular to down, well, okay, if that's their narrative, then horizontal must be something different to that. And either way, regardless of what you assume the physics of gyros and accelerometers to be, with this equipment, with the way technology has advanced to give you more information, more accurate information, that technology is there to measure a difference in a distance that you would get, the drop basically that you would get. There must be a way to do it, because otherwise, if there weren't, people wouldn't be able to fly things. If you couldn't tell the difference between horizontal and curved level. So, yeah, man. That's about it. YouTube, hello. Hello there. Just come in. All right. Yeah. But yeah, lots to get done. But I'm glad I got that off my chest, and I hope that's just helped point out a few other channels. But again, it's about support. It's a numbers game. Yeah. Just if you're using the platform, then do it properly. Yeah. Use the tools it provides. Get the word out there. Bristolian, yes, over standing water should be fine. Scaled down experiments are fine as we scale up the results. Yeah, this is it. Take those steps to get it, the method. It's like, here you go, here's your method, off you go and repeat it wherever you like. Yeah, why not? Because the Globies won't even let you establish a method for measuring curvature. They're just in denial. Total denial. They're not ever going to actually approach measuring curvature in a scientific, practical way, ever. They'll use observations, they'll claim horizon drops, they'll claim curvature through whatever, through indirect evidence, yeah, pointing at the sky. Oh, so it must be a curve. So, yeah. All right. How'd you get lost down the canal if you had to turn off? The Bristolian, 8 inches per mile squared to be easy to find, folks. Yeah. I mean, I think I looked it up. I mean, we're talking even over that distance. I think we're talking like a few meters. Let's just have a look. Should we do it on the Earth curve calculator? Let's have a look. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. Which one was it? This one, I think. So let's say, what is it? What's the Bedford levels? Are you... Oh, hang on a second. Let's just get rid of this. All right. I think the bed. Let's, you know, what is it? 8. Let's just be. So, if it was 8 kilometers, you should have a drop of 5 meters. That is surely measurable. Yeah, that is surely measurable. What's going on in the chat? What you want about YouTube? I think she had a titanium frame bike too. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what that's all about. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you know, again, I plan to put videos out there, and I'm sure there was a video I was going to mention earlier on where they're actually doing. Oh, I missed it. Give me a second. Whose was it? Ah, damn. Hang on, I got a list here. Oh yeah, that's right. Just a second. Right. This is a French and English speaking channel, and it's called Zox L'Hermite, I'm not sure. Zox L'Hermite. Okay, so there's a balloon project going on with this one. Okay, Project Stratospheric Balloon. So yeah, this is a flat earther, I think, and so they're off to send balloons up, which I know I was kind of talking trash about just now, but obviously it's still good to show that the horizon is always at eye level. So this channel should be in the description because I pasted the list. So yeah. Alrighty. I'm better off not reading your comments. Okay, YouTube. Huh? What's that? You're still... What's that? Graham9? I'm still... Nay, blocked. I'll be back here again. Okay. I'm not sure, but no, you're not blocked. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going to leave it there because I've said what I wanted to say. And... I'll have a look back through the chat, Emerald. Not sure. Okay, Andrew, are you causing grief in the comments? Yeah. Anyway, sort it out amongst yourselves. I can't be asked with any of that stuff. So. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, and wish you well. More videos coming soon. Thanks a lot for coming in, and just go click on those channels, give them some support and love, and onwards, ever upwards, as it were. All right. Cheers. Swadee cup. Chokdi.